8,480 pounds, big triple slide bunkhouse, Salem here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you'd like to see if we have it in stock and available, it's quite simple. All you need to do is visit the link in the video description that says check for price and availability. It'll show you what used travel trailers we have in stock and what we're asking on them. So it's all quite simple. Massive front pass-through on this. That is something Salem's do well. I will certainly give credit where it is due, and that is an area it is certainly due. Folks, this is the family bunkhouse camper. Now that the kids are up and out of the house, they said, we don't need this thing anymore. And they swapped her out for a big triple slide Cougar couples camping fifth wheel here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. So whether you're looking for families or couples or new or used or pieces, parts, hitching, financing, truck and trailer package deals, everything in between, we do everything at Haylett RV. The front end here, this is something that they actually borrowed from their cousin, the Cherokee campers that we carry here at Haylett RV. This has an extra thick aluminum nose sweep on the front, and what that does for you is, one, it's painted, so it's not going to fade like fiberglass can, but two, it's all stone deflective. How you doing, folks? Power awning, power tongue jack, power corner stabilizer jacks, and this actually even has a nice little remote control with it. You can operate all those mechanical items just, you know, from the convenience of your patio chair if you feel like it. And these folks spent money putting these slide awnings on here. There's, I don't know, probably at least $2,400 of slide awnings on this, if not more so. I mean, they put some serious money on slide awnings on this thing, but that is awesome, because that is helping protect your slide roofing, which a lot of people often neglect. Your slide roof you have to treat and maintain and take care of, just like the main roof of your RV. But when you're cleaning your camper, often the slides are retracted, so people don't think about that. They're out of sight and out of mind. This is just one of those things where it just eliminates so much potential maintenance. Now, this is a big outside kitchen model. You can throw a grill on the bumper if you would like to. It does not look like the grill is coming with this one. I can see where there was a bumper mount grill on this thing, though I've not located the grill on it. So it is possible that they had a bad experience or poor service out of the original factory grill, had replaced it with something else later on that they kept with them with their Cougar. A couple nice little things I want to point out here. I love that drawer. I like that. And by having a drawer up here, it allows them to have the countertop down lower. Instead of the countertop being up at your chest level, it's down closer to your belly level, which makes sense, especially when you've got a sink here. And it's a real sink with a real drain. And on that little power outlet station right there, it's just begging you to throw the blender out here and make it margarita 30 on, you know, a Thursday afternoon of camping. Big full-size, well, no, I guess the big outside fridge. I don't know what a full-size outside fridge would be, but this is the big one. You can just lock her up, close her down, good to go. Again, power stabilizer jacks, everything's all set there. Power awning, talked about that. LED lights on the awning, making sure I don't miss anything. I think we are pretty much good to go. This is a local Michigan trade, so, you know, the folks have definitely understand how to take care of this. It does look like, if I look at this really closely, knowing what I know about RVs, I can see a little bit of crimping right here, and I noticed the same thing on the other side. It does look like those front corner screw trims have seen a level of service work at some point, but that really doesn't scare me. But that tells me that these were people who took care of their camper, who stayed on top of their maintenance, who didn't wait until things broke to fix them. They were proactive on their maintenance. And judging from what I saw of their beautiful tow vehicle and just the way that they generally conducted and carried themselves as people, I'd say that these are folks that stayed on top of stuff. They weren't ones to have to be reactive. They were proactive. Let's hop inside. Now, this right here, this view, this opposing slide, big living room look and feel. This is probably why you're considering a triple slide bunkhouse over a double slide bunkhouse, because you can get basically the same living room super slide, basically the same bunkhouse, but this extra expansive kitchen space with the island and all the storage that goes with it. This you can only get on those triple sliders, unless you go with some weird open corner smaller bunkhouse, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that those are proven really not popular and folks generally not after them. So what we're looking at here, we've got sealed edge countertops. These are all a pressed membrane so that, you know, water can't seep in the edge if you're splashing it around this big high-rise sink right here. If you want to swap that out to a sprayer faucet, not a big hard endeavor. There's that remote control I mentioned outside. If you want to add a remote, or rather, if you're sitting under your awning, you want to roll the awning up, out, whatever, kick on your awning lights, you can do a lot of stuff right from that remote control. The cool part about this island kitchen here, with that door side slide out. The door slide out, by the way, over here, it's not very deep. It doesn't really protrude enough into your campsite to really affect you. You can still put a picnic table off the side of this and have plenty of room under the awning to have fun with the family. But what I like about this is it creates all this extra counter cabinet space right here, and that perfect little appliance corner station right there below this stainless microwave. Everything on this has just enough of what it needs where it needs. You know, if you're looking for a family camper to get you through until the kids are gone and you get the couple's fifth wheel, exactly like the previous owners here, this is the floor plan for you. Central ducted heat through the flooring, central AC in the ceiling. The dinette right here, this side right here of the dinette has a full extension drawer. If you want to open that up and get some easy access storage, you can. The other side you do open from the top still, and the reason they do that is so that if you want to put big heavy stuff, you don't want to put that in a drawer, but the open it from the top and get it method works just fine. But back here with this door that closes to a full private rear bunk room, this is when you're going to love this thing when you have kids and the weather turns on you and it rains and you're not expecting it. Or, sometimes it's not even you're expecting it. It's sometimes, depending on where you camp, you might book these places 6-9 months ahead of time. And then when your turn to go camping on the campsite comes up, it's terrible weather. Well, you can stay inside here. You can have a good time. You can see there are TV hookups with brackets in both the bunkhouse and the living room when we get to it. Now, this bunk up here is what I call 50% bigger big kid bunk. You don't have to throw little kids up here, thankfully, though, and they don't have to climb and dig their shoes and feet into your cabinetry because you have a built-in bunk ladder right here. Cabinet doors open to reveal some pretty decent storage capacity in there. If you want to put some of those little plastic removable shelf units from Walmart or Target or the big box store of your choice, perfectly able to do so. Now, behind us, sofa. On a rainy day, you're going to appreciate the kids having their own space back here. That can fold down into a pretty big bed, just like the one that I'm leaning against right now, and you do still have the overhead bunk above if you want to fold that down. The other thing I like about this, the slide button for this rear bunkhouse is right here. Now, you can operate it off the remote control, but if you're going to operate it off the interior switches, you have to come back here, you have to look at the slide, you have to be able to line of sight this slide out. You can look at this slide while it's coming in or out. You can look at it, make sure there's no debris on the floor, no kids' toys or shirts or blankets or whatever fell down during transit. They're not going to get ground up and mashed and caught and screwing up your slide-out mechanism here. Oh, I forgot to show this on the island on the other side. Pardon me as I swing around here. I forgot to show you the face of the island and all the storage below. So at a glance, it's kind of vanilla. You look at it, you're like, not much going on here. Then you're like, oh wait a minute, what's that? Well, you've got a pair on both sides. You have these easy access little swing out pantries because every ounce of storage counts. They've got good latches on them and they actually do have a positive catch system on there. Right behind us, we actually have our primary pantry, because so far looking through the kitchen, you haven't really seen any good pantry space, but that's what this is right here. Right when you walk in the door or right next to you when you're cooking, you've got this nice big corner pantry giving you plenty of mac and cheese storage space. Now, speaking of storage, this is another one of those jackknife sleeper sofas, just like in the bunkhouse. But, and all of these, all jackknife sleeper sofas have storage below them. The technical name is actually called a jackknife storage sofa. Not many people know that because it doesn't really matter. But one thing I'll give these guys credit for, again, giving credit where it's due, is that easy access drawer to the storage below. Extra blankets and stuff like that, guys. Board games on a rainy day. This is so cool. And it's much easier to access than actually jackknifing the bed and trying to lift your way under it, you know. Now, the entertainment center in this is directly across from the sofa, so it's that perfect, easy viewing position. But again, notice swing arm mounted TV. If you want to pivot the TV out to face the dining area where I'm at right now, you're good. The bathroom up front here, it's simple, but it's effective. The bedroom and bathroom both. They did everything they needed to, not an ounce more. because these are utility spaces. You're going to spend most of your time outside under that awning or, you know, in the living room here with your family. They did give you a split open shower door, which is a smart decision, so you don't have to try to like walk your naked butt backwards around a swing open shower door. You know, for instance, like if the shower had a door like this, you have to back up to get in it. Well, in a small bathroom, you don't have that kind of opportunity. But with a split shower door, all of this floor space is perfectly functional for just like standing, getting dressed, and again, waterproof countertop there, so if you do splash some water, nobody really cares. Again, simple bedroom up front, but effective. What more does it need to do? You need a place, mom and dad, to close the door, get away from the kids every now and then, hang up a couple jackets, and go to bed. And you can do all that right here. It does what it needs to. It doesn't do more than it needs to. That's what's great about this. Now, all those little, we did what we needed to without doing more than we needed to things, that's what kind of keeps the budget of a Salem camper in check without getting too crazy. Now, if you like this, but you like more features, you want more nuts, bolts, and widgets, look at the Cherokee travel trailers that we have here at Haylett RV. Very close cousin to this, another Forest River product, but the higher trim level Forest River, basically. You can kind of call this like the LT. The Cherokee's more like the LX of the woods-framed, conventionally built trailer world. We would also have things like this very similar in both the Keystone Springdale and Jayco J-Flight, and as well as a whole slew of laminated lightweight trailers. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.